Hey guys, Caleb's Cards here. Coming up with another TTM Mail Week recap episode for you today. I have just a few TTMs that came in, plus a gift from a friend, and I figured I'd also share one of the World War II autographs that came from Scott Masters, since I did not do a midweek episode on that earlier, just because there was another episode that came out. So I figured I'd pull one out, and we'll still have 12 more after that, so we can have 4 more episodes of that. So that's kind of the laydown for this episode. Just got back from church, taking a little rest here, and thought I'd do a quick video for you. I did not get very many TTMs this week. That's mostly my fault because I haven't really sent any out. So I will be working on finding some more people to send out here in this month of July, and make a photo order and then send them out, and then we'll take another break, my monthly, bi-monthly, whatever send out I guess, and get some out. So I did send a couple out though, just a couple cards, so we'll see if those come back. I think the last time I had any TTMs really was like Tuesday or Wednesday, and nothing else after that, so it was just mostly junk mail or nothing. So we'll start off with some basketball. I got 3 photos here. I think I have 3. Yeah. Okay, apparently I only have 2. There's the third one. There it is. Mr. Alvin Adams. I've sent him a couple times before over the years. I've been doing this since 2014, so you kind of start running out of people, but the last time I think I sent him was probably 2019 or something, so I thought it'd be okay to try one more time. And some of these are going to go on the Bruce, so since he does collect some basketball players, so we got him. He's a pretty good player for the Phoenix Suns back when they were starting. This one's kind of hard to see the autograph. A lot of basketball photos, especially older ones. There's just not a lot of places for them to sign because it's just a dark space. But some of the modern ones, you could find some cool ones. I only got 2 photos signed by Mr. Dave Corzine, who's I could not find any cards of for some reason. I thought I had some, but I guess I do not. So I printed up some photos. Found one with him with the Bulls, one with the Supersonics. So I think that's the Bulls. Yep, Chicago. So there we go. We got an actress, Aubrey Plaza, who I sent to back in November, and it came back this week. So she was signing for people. I noticed a lot of people were getting her back from around the time that they sent, so that's pretty cool. I don't remember what I watched, because I remember seeing her name and recognizing it and sending. I watched like some show or movie or something where she was in and decided to send her, but I don't remember what that was. I felt like it was like some sort of a project I was working on, but I can't remember, so I guess that'll be a mystery for me to figure out. Then I did get a autograph from a World War II veteran through Scott Masters, who again I'll try to put a link down below in case you're looking, in case you're wondering who he is and what he does. He is a history teacher at the Crestwood Preparatory College in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and he does oral history review or interviews, whether over the phone or through Zoom, sometimes just with himself or with his class. And he's been interviewing a lot of veterans from mostly World War II, but he has interviewed others, Canadian World War II vets, U.S. World War II vets, and he just asked me if, when I write to these World War II veterans, if I could include his info, and we've been able to reach out and get a couple that have interviewed with him and even come on the Veterans Breakfast broadcast, and so that's been really fun. So I've just kind of been helping with that. And then he said, hey, when I interview these guys, I'll try, or ladies, I'll try and see if I can get them to sign something for you. So super generous of him to do that. But we got Mr. Mervyn Fisher. He wrote me back a letter. I'll just cover my address. Most of you probably already know where I live, but you never know the random person clicking on this that isn't watching for the autographs. I don't know. But he did send something, so his wife was able to type something up for him and help him out. So thank you, Mr. Fisher, for taking the time to do that, and Mrs. Fisher, as well as thank you for your service. Even though I'm not from Canada, you guys still helped us in achieving victory and saving countless lives, and who knows where we'd be today if the Allies had lost. So, you know, definitely awesome that these people are still around, and I'd say if you get the chance to thank them or write them, definitely do so. So that's a pretty cool one. Then this is a gentleman that I was able to find an address for Scott, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be able to get him for an interview. But we got Major General for the 5th Rangers Battalion, John C. Rain Jr., who signed one of my, like, it's not technically custom because all I'm doing is finding an image and printing it off, but I always like this cover, so I've been using that, and then he did sign the back as well. Now he has a pretty remarkable story. It's too long that for me to do an episode on, but we do have a short little one from his card here that we can read, and he did include a picture of himself back then and today, so pretty cool. So Major General John C. Rain Jr., part of the 5th Ranger Infantry Battalion, was born April 22nd, 1922, so he's 100 years old, at Fort Benning, Georgia, after graduating from the United States Military Academy class in 1943. And just look at that penmanship, too, 100 years old. If I live to be 100, I hope I have that great penmanship, because I don't have that great penmanship now. Soon after it, Rain volunteered for the new Ranger training and was assigned to the 5th Ranger Battalion. As a captain on D-Day, June 6, 1944, Rain led his company in the early morning assault on the D sector of Omaha Beach and was awarded a Silver Star for his actions that day, landing along with elements of the 29th Division. Captain Rain led his company through the invasion and on through Europe until, after advancing at night in the Ardennes, Captain Rain was injured and evacuated, ending his active service in World War II. After the war, Captain Rain served his country for 36 years in the U.S. Army, retiring as a Major General in 1979. So, I know Chris Jacobs loves to collect, or Chris Grass 101, as you might know him here on YouTube, likes to collect generals. So let me know, Chris, if you need his address. I'd be happy to give it to you. Then we got, well, actually here, we need to do one of these guys, since we did not do a midweek episode, and then we'll go on to our final thing. So this is Mr. Earl Watson. So there's kind of see maybe him there with the class there. So he is not a World War II veteran, but he did serve in the Royal Navy. He was born on April 5th, 1930 in Brantford, Ontario. The family relocated to Owen Sound during the Depression. As Earl's father found work as a welder, Earl's childhood was typical. He went to school and more importantly enjoyed his time with friends, playing baseball and whatever else. Earl was too young for the Second World War, but he longed to join the Navy, and he and a friend tried the American Navy, but not meeting with success, they returned to Canada and joined the RCN, where Earl went into the Fleet Air Arm. And yeah, you could, as we learned through the Veterans Breakfast Club, you could come down and serve in the U.S. Army, or whatever branch of service you wanted to in the U.S. You could do that. They allowed for that with certain degrees there. So that's, if you were confused by that at all, because he's from Canada. He was stationed aboard the HMCS Magnificent, one of the RCN's aircraft carriers of the era. The Cold War dominated the politics of the time, and the Korean War took place while Earl was in the service, but the Maggie was stationed in the Atlantic. Earl was dispatched to the Mediterranean during the Turkish and Egyptian crisis of the mid-1950s, and he was consequently able to visit ports of call around the Mediterranean region and Africa. He remembers this as a positive time in his life, one where he learned important values that would guide him later on, and he is proud of the service completed for Canada. So, pretty cool there. Getting a Korean War era veteran from Canada. And an assignment, so very nice. And finally, got a little gift from my friend Cody, who has his own custom business called Prosinpixels. This is Cody Michael Meheran. He created a custom kind of Allen and Ginter style, because that's one of his favorites, he said. Custom card with his autograph, which is really cool. There's his brand right there. So if you guys want to follow him on Instagram or check out his website, Facebook, anything like that, he can do some custom work for you. He's done custom work for celebrities, athletes, and even people like myself. I've shown you some of those. I've even gotten to do a custom of John Wayne that I have hanging in the house. You can't see it. I haven't showed it on video yet. But that was pretty cool. And then he sent this one. This was his first TTM try with one of his customs from Mr. Pat Neshek, who signed this last year. So that's really cool. TTM Hall of Famer right there, Pat Neshek. So I'm sure he gave him one for his collection because he is a collector. So that is really cool. I'll definitely put his link down below as well if you guys want to go follow him. You know, he's pretty flexible. If you can't, maybe his prices, maybe you need to work something out, and I'm sure he'd be happy to do it. Happy to work something out with you. He's a really cool guy, so definitely go check out his links down below. I think I'm going to try and make sure he's always in there, along with Michael's charity autographs for a cure. So go make sure you check out that link down below. He should have tons of new inventory adding in because he acquired a pretty large collection, so I know he's working through that. Definitely go check out Cody, check out Michael, check out the Veterans Breakfast Club, check out Scott's links. If you're wanting to find other info of people to write to, there's some links down below as well for some websites that have addresses and stuff and information for you. I also have tutorials on my channel if you're ever interested. Maybe someday I'll even do another revamped, renewed one. I never know, but some of them are still they're still up there and they're still relevant to how I process my stuff today. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday, and I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye.